Welcome Aquarius to my channel, Mending Tree Tarot. This is a general reading for you for the month of August. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone. However, please take what resonates for you and leave the rest behind. Okay, as I'm laying this out, because I take pop-outs, so I've meditated, shuffled, did all that before the recording in order to be more efficient here for you. Just be careful. There are scammers out there pretending to be imposing as other people, more legitimate people, and they are duplicating social media accounts and things like that. So just be careful out there is all I'm going to say. Make sure that you're following the proper social media accounts and that you're following links that people have directly underneath their videos so that you're actually communicating with the person that you want to be. And yeah, for myself, I don't have any social media linked to this channel, so I will never reach out to you, so you know that, asking you for personal readings or to pay me for those readings or anything like that. I do have a link down below for donations, but that's it. All right, okay, so getting into your reading here, I pulled some oracle cards and some tarot. For the oracle, I'm using the Shaman's Dream, and I'm using the Rider-Waite. Once we're all done with this portion here, I'll pull two advice cards from two different oracle decks afterwards. But we're kind of starting up here. It's interesting for you, Aquarius. So you have the Dragon Sword, protecting the future. This is all about acting within your integrity. What is true for you? So if you're familiar with some of her other decks that she does, like the Wisdom of the Oracle, there's the All That Glitters card. This is kind of similar to that. Not all that glitters is gold. But it's also about acting within the right intention. Is your intention to get rich quick or like for superficial means, or is your intention for the benefit of yourself and for everyone else? Because essentially what you're setting up is for the long term, for you and for those that come after you, that you're setting some kind of example here, okay, that is going to be looked at later on down the road. So making sure that you're acting within your highest integrity. With that, I find this card funny for you, only because, so the Eyes of the Eagle, rising above the fray, this card itself doesn't have a link to a particular sign, but I have to say, I think it is kind of inherently Aquarius. So this is about observing and seeing, because I personally have always found that those people who are Aquarius are very keen. You may not necessarily think that they're paying attention to what's going on around them because they're not actively looking and engaging in that way, but they're taking everything in. So I would imagine, Aquarius, that you who are watching this are the same. And this is about watching from a distance and observing. And through doing this, you will be able to see what's kind of coming up ahead and being able to maneuver and to avoid obstacles before they become an actual obstacle for you or for others around you. So, but it's also saying that it's being in a way slightly detached from the scenario and not getting worked up emotionally about it, and really kind of seeing things from a different perspective, like an outsider's perspective, is what's asking you to do. And then this card is very similar, the Watcher's Transpersonal. It is the same thing about being a little removed from the situation and really disassociating yourself from what's going on. But through doing this, it's more of a card of inaction, meaning waiting and wait. Ready and wait. Sorry, I'm not quite sure what I said before, but that you're allowing things to work out naturally, or at least the advice here is that you should allow things to work out naturally. And so do not intercede, do not allow things to come to you, allow situations to work out on their own without any kind of meddling or interference on your side, because it'll naturally work out itself without you needing to interject with whatever's happening here. Okay, so just be careful of that. Take information, observe, understand, see obstacles before they occur, but at the same time, these situations are going to naturally resolve themselves. So don't try to get too involved in what's going on, but just make sure that whatever it is that you're doing, whatever path you're taking, is within your highest integrity and moral value of what it is that you want and how you want to be remembered, how you want people to, when they look back at you later on, what it is that they're going to say about you. Okay. And I see that this actually may be something that you're thinking about. And I hate to be very kind of morbid here. So getting into the tarot portion, you have the Judgment, you have this in reverse, you have this crossed by the Page of Swords. So Judgment can be that perhaps, yes, that there was a situation that you felt that was unfair, that you saw some kind of injustice being had outside of you or being done to you, either way. There also can be this mortal element here, something that has really opened your eyes to the fragility of life itself, and that you may not be here as long as you thought you would be. Not that you've gotten any kind of bad news about your health or that you won't, but sometimes we go through these realizations of just how fragile life really is, and that it's not a guarantee. And it's making you question, or may have made you question, your legacy is really the word that I'm being given here. Your legacy and how you are remembered. And perhaps if it was an injustice that the person was acting very mature or withholding information, that there was immature actions, not necessarily intended, that whatever happened was more out of ignorance of the other person. But I think also, if we're going into the mortality conversation here, maybe there's someone, and I'm so sorry if this is the case, Aquarius, there's somebody in your life that has passed or is about to pass. And you know this. If it hasn't happened, you can feel it coming soon. And that there are things that you did not say that either you wish that you had, or that it would be too late to say it now. It's kind of what because there's nothing that can be done about it now, is kind of what I'm getting here. Very interesting message. It's a very specific message, and that's not going to resonate for everyone. It's specific to you, obviously. But my heart goes out to you if you are indeed experiencing a loss like that, Aquarius. So sorry. Getting into your present energy, we have the Ace of Cups and we have the Fool in reverse. So here, there is some kind of gift that's being given to you that is feeling good, really. I mean, you're a change, something new is occurring, an enlightenment, which is not normally a word that's associated with this card, but a kind of sea change, if you will, within you about how you feel about your day-to-day. And so your outlook is kind of changing based upon this. But be careful, because you may have been reacting and making rash decisions and moves. So just be cautious, because you're feeling good. Just be cautious with your words and actions. And like it's saying here, the advice is to observe, don't react. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Like, you're feeling good because maybe you're understanding what is actually kind of going on, and you're getting a bigger picture of what's happening around you. But don't make any rash decisions. That's what I'm being told here. Okay, if you have not already, good. Keep that up. Otherwise, you are following the advice here of being reserved in what it is that you're doing and saying. Okay. In your future outcome, near future, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Lucky you. So we have wisdom and financial abundance, really, and financial stability kind of coming your way here. But also, this can be two people in your life that are offering you stability and love. And this can also just be two areas of your life that are that you're going to start to see this positive change, this growth happening, both in your financial and world, as well as your emotional, your heart, your love space. So it looks like you have two opportunities. It's more of what's kind of coming to me, that it's two different opportunities that are coming to you that are going to bring a new way of being for you, based upon these decisions that you're making of working within your own integrity and really identifying what is right, what is wrong, and not for you, what is right and what is wrong, and how you want others to remember you when you're not here. Your legacy. You're creating your legacy here in this moment in time, Aquarius. So, okay. All right. I keep on getting the same message. So it's all about legacy here. I'm going to pull an oracle card here, the Enchanted Map oracle card, Bone Collector in reverse, and then also from the Santa Muerta oracle deck. I feel like that's way too many. I'm sorry, that was not meant for you. Okay. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. What advice do you have for Aquarius for the month of August, please? Just looking for one card for advice for Aquarius for the month of August. Now you can see why I do all of this ahead of time, as it can take a little bit. Okay, so we have 1 and 6, and these are actually only read in the upright, so that's why I'm changing it around. These are read both ways. Okay, so Bone Collector, number 1 in the reverse. The quote for the card is, "You are whole and have everything you need within." In the reverse, it says, "The past has a way of repeating itself when you haven't learned the lesson of the original situation. You're faced with this now. The Bone Collector challenges you to see yourself as a whole being and not one who's perpetually trying to heal an old wound. You'll repeat the past if you don't reclaim the things you believe were lost. The information you seek lies in your history. Familiarity, in this case, isn't an invitation to dance the old dance once again. It is a call to retreat and choose differently. The Bone Collector has a message. If you do what you did, you'll get what you got. Her warning is delivered with kindness, for she has deep love and respect for you. She will protect you." All right, and then for the Santa Muerte deck, also you have number 1. I'm seeing some new actions here for you, just based on the repeats for the oracle numbers. And the advice here, it's the card, I don't know how well you can see it because of the glare and all that. It's called Darkness, which probably makes sense as you're looking at it. And the advice of the dead is, take a moment's pause, meditation, or study, as you need to understand what form to give to your energy and where to apply it. Okay, that makes sense with your reading for sure. And then you have number 6, Order. And the advice of the dead here is, learn to organize your ideas, but also to have the courage to abandon them if necessary, to not remain trapped in them. Okay. All right, Aquarius. Legacy. Remember, it's your legacy. I am going to leave it there. Thank you for joining me here today. I'm truly grateful. And for more clarification, please check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. There will also be a pick a card option once I finish with all of the signs. And if you like what I do, please like and subscribe. It helps others to find the channel, and it lets me know it resonates with you. And down below, you should find a link for tips and donations if you choose to support the channel in that way. It is not expected, but genuinely appreciated if you decide to. Thank you so much, Aquarius, and I will see you next time.